Hey guys!
Hey guys!
We're the Dorkerys.
Dorkery.
Lady Dorkery.
That's me.
I love vintage Star Wars, but come over just a little bit. Let's give them a little. Come this way. Nope. This way. Yeah, see right
Oh,
there. Those are my vintage Star Wars toys right there. That's my Jabba's.
Is that right?
Yeah, you were doing the Cantina band, but
Yeah.
so
I knew that when I started, and then you ever start a song and then you're like, wait, is that Sesame Street? I don't know.
So we got Rebels up there, we got Grogu there, we got a Darth Vader section over there, we got Ewok Village over there, we got the barge back there, we got, man, we're Star Wars guys. Today we're going to focus,
And
gals. Today we're going to focus on a haul of vintage Star Wars comics. They are super hot right now, Lady Dorkery. Used to be back in the day, like, let's say a few years ago, you could go to any comic book shop and there'd be a bin full of vintage Star Wars,
Yeah.
Marvel, and you could get them for $1 a piece. And
Right.
Whatever you want, just take it. I mean, there was
True.
always, number one, everybody wanted. People always wanted the Boba Fett number 41,
I'm
42.
so proud of you. You've come
So-
such a long way.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
but now, if you had all these books, you know, it's your time to shine. And it's also time to go out and find some of these. Some of these are still affordable.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
What do you think is the reason why these books have become harder to find?
Because
Or I could say, why do you think they've become more sought after?
because people are realizing that there are first appearances in here. CGC doesn't recognize it, but they're the market's saying, all right, this is the first appearance of Obi-Wan. This is the first appearance. And then when you get all these Disney Plus shows, like you had Mando, I mean, when Boba Fett shows up, everybody loves that. They're like, I got to have his first appearance. And that's a vintage
True.
Star Wars, and it gets that whole thing. So we're going to see some first in here. We're going to start off. The issues 1 through 6, which we have graded, are basically an adaptation of A New Hope, the first movie from Think.
Correct.
So this right here, it's not in the best of shape, but I got this just to read, and then I'm going to get a high grade of this to, maybe slab it. This one's read. This is the very first, this is a big issue that people don't talk about. The very first Star Wars original story.
Okay.
So this is Marvel doing their own original Star Wars that
Right.
had nothing to do with George Lucas's George Lucas's screenplay. So
Right.
this is it. This is the first outside of George Lucas. Let's hire some writers to expand the Star Wars universe.
Have you ever read
That's
it?
a big deal. I have not. That's why I got. It's like, so I think, who knows? Maybe that's something, a future video that we can do, like our review of the first Star Wars original story.
So this reads, at last, beyond the movie, beyond the galaxy.
Yeah.
Okay? And then it says, all new, Han Solo and Chewbacca on a world the law forgot.
Yep.
Grab a laser gun, Chewie. They've got us surrounded. That was nothing like Harrison Ford. But then the sign says, wanted, dead or alive, Han Solo and Chewbacca the Wookiee. Reward. It doesn't tell us what the reward is.
You have to read to find out. Oh, also, I meant to tell you that's a reprint too. So you can tell by the little diamond there in the thing. That's called a
Okay.
Whitman variant. So
Ah.
they came in like packs. Like you would get a pack of Star Wars at the grocery store of Star Wars comics, and that's what that came in.
Okay, but here's what I'm gonna let you go. But
Okay.
I'm
No, you're
super curious to find out in these. Are you gonna let me read these?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm super curious to find out where Leia fits in. Because past the movies, we now know that Han and Leia get married
Yeah.
and have one of the...
Do we know they got married? We just know they had a
Well,
kid.
You interrupted my one of the most beautiful
Okay, love stories.
characters
Okay.
in Star Wars history.
Okay.
Played by the very attractive, very tall Adam Driver.
Oh, okay. So I think this is probably a different little timeline.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah. So there we go. Number 8. So this is also a reprint. So this is the first appearance of this little guy right here. His name is Jackson with double X. Jackson.
I've seen him somewhere.
Yep. Yeah, you've seen him somewhere. So
Star Wars 8 Against the World. In this issue, the deadly mission of Luke Skywalker.
it's a continuation of this. So it's a story arc. You got 7, first thing, 8, and then 9. And then this is kind of the conclusion of that story arc where they go against the Cloud Riders. I mean, look at there, right there. You've got these guys on little
I always think these are so
Sea-Doos
weird because
in
I
space.
think Luke Skywalker looks like He-Man.
Yeah. With the long hair. Yeah, it's kind of weird. So look at those little cloud Sea-Doos there. They're going on the thing. And so that I knew that
Cloud
8
Sea-Doos.
was a reprint.
Did you make that up?
Yeah, I did. So I knew that was a reprint, and I wanted the actual
Sea-Doo
one.
if it's not in the sea.
So
I'm sorry.
no, you're good. So
It's an airdo.
Yeah, an airdo. So I wanted a number 8 first appearance of Jackson. I wanted a higher grade. So this guy says I got a mint copy. I was like, okay, cool. It looked really clean. And so I send him a message. I say, hey, I need this sent in a box. Do not send this in an envelope. I'm really kind of tired of eBay sellers sending medium L envelopes.
It's okay. It's okay.
Stop it.
It's okay.
But so this is what happens when they don't listen. So he's like, you know what? I don't have a box, and I wanted to send it in an envelope. Look at this.
We're not talking bad about people.
Look at, I didn't say who it was, but look, this is how it was sent. Look, that's how it was sent. And then you open it up.
No bagger board.
This is what it was in. A complete and utter disaster and a ruin of Jackson's first appearance. Look at the damage he did.
It was probably damaged already.
Probably.
And that's probably how he was keeping it in his collection.
Yeah, whatever. Anywho, I'll find a high grade copy. Somebody knows how to ship a comic.
So we have 2 of these now?
Yeah. So I'm trying
But
to return that.
that's a reprint, and that's not a reprint.
Yeah, because you can tell it's got the barcode.
And it doesn't have the
little
star thingy
diamond.
at the top.
The diamond.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, it's called a diamond. You should know. You got a lot of them. So number 28, Star Wars. So no big thing on here. I'm just trying to, if I can get my hands on a cheap vintage Star Wars. You got 28. What do you think of that one? Keep blasting, Chewie. That's what
honestly, my mind goes so sidetracked because there's scorpions everywhere, and I know this is Han Solo, but all I can hear is Indiana Jones saying, "Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?"
Oh.
There are scorpions.
The Cavern of Crawling Death. Number 32. We've got, I love this one. It's rolling,
Man,
and not even the Empire can stop it.
hold on, we need some, wait a second.
Don't worry, there's key issues coming up here.
Let me
These are
see
just
this one. What's this one?
This
Hold
is
on.
32.
Hold on, I need just a minute.
All right.
Okay, there's Han's not saying anything on that
Right.
one, but we're on comic number 5, and on 3 out of the 5 of these, we've got
Yeah.
grab a laser gun, Chewie. They've got us surrounded.
Yeah.
We've got keep firing, Chewie. We've got keep blasting, Chewie.
That's what we call passing the buck. He's just what do they call it in the business world? He is delegating. He's delegating his.
Well, I mean, he's fighting too. I'm more scoffing at the lack of line writing.
Yeah. So, and that was a big gap of issues there too. So there you go. There's that one. Join Luke, Han, and Chewie on the Jawa Express. So, when that Jawa sandcrawler is chasing you, it's rolling, and not even the Empire can stop it. You better watch out, because there's nothing scarier than a bunch of rolling Jawas. So, here's a nice little story. I have no idea what this is about, but it's got the Red Queen in here. So, issue number 36. So, maybe Luke's got him a little girlfriend there in the back, little girl we didn't know about. So, she's like, oh my gosh, save me. Oh, is Luke going to get hurt from the evil thing with the horn at the top?
Whose face looks like the guy from the Never-Ending Tale.
Yeah. So, Star Wars number 51. So
Story?
this is, yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, story. So this is, it always seems like some big machine is chasing our guys, whether it's a Cloud Sea-Doo,
Keep firing, Chewie.
Sand Cloud, or, the Chicken Walker here that's going after, and I love the fact that Luke's like, you know what? A big, huge metal Chicken Walker, I can blast it with my little blaster.
Hey.
So,
He shot
if anybody
first.
can do it, Luke Skywalker can.
Resurrection of Evil.
All right.
This was Han. You said Luke. No, I was confused.
I said Luke.
I know, but I heard Han.
Oh, well, that's because you got Han on the brain. You got Han on the brain. All right, a little bit better.
Muppets. That's what I was hearing in my head.
So we're
Not
number
Sesame
44.
Street.
This is a minor key. It's not a biggie, but here's one. I actually have one up there, and I tried to get this to replace it so I could get it graded because I'm going to grade all the Empire Strikes Back book, and it was shipped horribly and damaged. So
Wah, wah.
wah, wah.
I love it when Darth Vader's got some pink on him.
All right, so
Duel
bigger
of
key.
Dark Lord.
Yep, that's the Bespin Duel. I got that in Lego form back there. So always
I'm
love
a little
that.
confused, but I don't feel like addressing my confusion right
So that's the first appearance. I think I said this in a previous video. The first appearance of one-handed Luke. So that's where
So
he
these
loses
all took
his
place
hand.
before this?
Yeah. So then in issue 41, I think, or 40, it started the Empire Strikes Back adaptation. Then it stopped and it went back to original stories.
Okay.
So there was kind of that little gap.
Oh,
Speaking of original story, the first
so weird to see
Boba
Spider-Man
Fett.
next to Darth
A lot of
Vader.
Mylar going on here. First Boba Fett in an original story. This is a hot comic, Lady Dorkery. Everybody wants this because this is how Boba got out of the Sarlacc.
It's not because of Harrison Ford's
Pit.
face on the cover.
So basically, as we recall, at the end of Return of the
Whoa,
Jedi,
what happened to this
we
comic?
saw him in there, and we basically said, "All right, how did he get out of there?" This is the issue that tells that. I'm gonna get this
Fun.
pressed. This I actually got this
Fun.
from the same seller that I got the Ninja Turtle number
Yeah.
1 because it was all wavy. This one's wavy as well. He told me about it. This is not a surprise.
Yeah, and it honestly,
It can be
it's
pressed.
literally just
It can be pressed, and it'll be a high grade. Once
there's
it's-
no creases or anything like
Right,
that.
no
There's
color
no color
breaks.
breaking. It's just old.
All right, super hot book. The
they
first
say-
appearance of Yoda, and also a beautiful Millennium Falcon cover. Probably one of my favorite covers in all of the vintage Star Wars collection because it's got pretty Millennium Falcon. That's become really hot because it is the first
Imperial Pursuit.
cameo of Yoda. Go ahead.
That's all it says.
There's actually a 5-page in here. If you actually open this up, which you're not allowed to, but if you open this up, it gives you different versions of Yoda, like in concept form. So you get to see kind of Yoda as what George was thinking about before he actually landed. All right, ready for the grand finale? This just came in today. Probably the second hottest Star Wars book right now. Number 1, of course, is the first appearance of Boba. Number 2 is Star Wars number 2.
Woo woo.
Okay. We, of course, have this already graded, but this, I think, is a higher grade. Ours has a stamp on the back of it, and
Okay.
CGC killed it. Remember? They gave it like an 8.5. So this is the first appearance of Obi-Wan,
Okay.
the first appearance of Han Solo,
Whoa.
the first appearance of Chewbacca. So you got to think when Obi-Wan comes to Disney Plus,
Yes.
Ewan McGregor kills it like we know he will.
Of course.
Everybody's going to be like, what's the first appearance of Obi-Wan? It's Star Wars number 2. There it is.
And
High
then we
grade.
have 2 copies.
We do. We're going to get this pressed by Mr. Erod. There's not a lot of pressable defects. There's a couple of spine ticks, but
This is the one I always make fun of.
yeah, so this is, because remember they misspelled Saber on there. It's Sabre.
Yeah.
So
Dunder Mifflin is a part of Sabre.
so if this grade's high enough,
swing
above our
that light
8.5,
Sabre bin. We're finished.
then I'll sell my
Always.
8.5.
Why is that the cover?
I paid $50 for that.
Okay.
Can you believe that? $50. That is a still
This-
of a deal.
This is my favorite. Oh God, how do I hold it?
You're fine. I'm sending it off to get pressed. Just don't hold it up like you did that one on that one video.
This guy's face is my favorite.
Yeah. So.
I want to see that guy in live action.
Mwah.
It looks like somebody sucked all the life out of him.
Yeah. So that's I'm excited to have another high grade copy of that because if you try to get that Normally that's like $150 to $200 raw. So there you go, Lady Dorkery. There's some big keys in there. Really, the only key I'm missing is the yellow cover. That's the first appearance of the planet Mandalore, the Mandalorians. So it's got what
That'd
people.
be a fun read.
So that's the only key I'm missing from that whole. Oh, and 107, which is the very last issue. So other than that, I got all the keys now, and we're gonna have like at one point we'll just have a full wall of slab
Where are we gonna do that?
Star Wars on our slab wall over there. So.
Oh, but you gotta have other. Let's find another one.
We'll just change it. Yeah. Whoa! I just got permission to put more slabs on the wall in the house.
I'm full of it. I'm full of lies.
So there you go. There's our vintage Star Wars comic haul. You also got a little background difference of our Star Wars toys back there. And in the meantime,
go dork yourself!
Pew pew.